Okay, everybody, going to do a quick review of e-collar technologies, mini educator or micro educator. Basically the same collars, but yeah, the one I have right here is a micro educator. They use the identical same transmitter. You can see there it even reads mini educator, but it's actually a micro educator. So let's just go over this real quick. You have a power on and power off button right here in the middle. Hold it down. This unit was on, so I've turned it off right now. LED screen obviously goes black. Hold that button down for a couple of seconds, it comes back on. On the screen itself, when I give you the collar, I'll have it set up to where it will be flashing 1D, which means one dog. Have a C illuminated beside the stem level. I think you can see that, but I'm not exactly sure. So when I give it to you, that's the way, leave it. Yeah, this thing's got a lot of bells and whistles that are useless. And yeah, it can get very confusing. So leave it the way that I give it to you set up, other than maybe changing the boost, which I'll get into in just a second. To actually stem the dog, it's the button. If I'm looking at the transmitter, it's the button in the 11 o'clock position. It's black. The red one right here is the boost button. It will be 5 levels higher than what is reading on the screen when you are not pressing the boost button. So right now, it says 11, or it reads 11. Hold it down, you see it's illuminated at 11. If I boost it, it goes up to 16. So it's factory preset for 5 levels. That is very minuscule amount of increase of stem. I would encourage you leave it there for several months. Maybe later go up 10, 20, whatever you want to do. But for right now, leave it set there. So if you accidentally hit it, we're not blasting the dog accidentally. And that's pretty much all you have to worry about on this. Turning it on and off, adjusting the stem here with the dial, which your dog will come home if it's a board and train. I'll tell you what the dog's working level is. And then obviously the stem buttons over here, and then vibrate is on the left-hand side if it's facing away, right-hand side if it's facing you. I never use vibrate to communicate to the dog. I might use vibrate to just see if these two are talking to each other. See how that light lights up and I can feel it vibrating. So yeah, if I just want to make sure these two are talking to each other, I may do that and use vibrate. Other than that, never use vibrate. All right, so on the transmitter itself, you've got the 2 contacts right there. Both of them have to be making contact with the dog's neck. You've got the charging port right here, which I'm going to show you how to do that. Super simple. To charge it, and you charge it twice a week. You've got a red dot right here, which is really nothing more than a magnet that you match with the red dot here to turn the unit on and off. So I touch those 2 together. In this case, I'm turning the receiver off. If I want to turn the receiver back on, just simply touch them back together again. The little green light flashes, and now it's flashing green every 3 to 5 seconds. So that way I know that this is on. And then, like I said, the power button for the transmitter itself is on the back. It's the biggest button back there. The other little button, don't worry about. No use to you at all. All right, so to charge the unit, really easy. It's 1 cord with a split. 1 goes into the transmitter, or the receiver, and then obviously 1 goes into the transmitter. Typically less than 2 hours to charge. I would encourage you to charge them twice a week. Put a reminder on your phone twice a week to pop up, and then that way you can charge them. So pretty easy, pretty easy. I'll show you how to lock the levels when I'm doing the lesson. Don't have to worry about that right now, but yes, there is a way to lock the level at the dog's working level, and then obviously to unlock it. I'll show you that during the bring home lesson, or if you're doing private lessons, during one of the private lessons when I'm going over the collar. This right here, we just want to make sure that it's making contact with the dog's neck. Both have to be making contact with the dog's neck. When I say both, meaning both prongs. making contact with the dog's neck, it is always under the dog's ears and is always the highest collar on the dog. So if it's a choke chain, prong collar, slip collar, flat buckle collar, whatever, will always be below. The E-collar is always the highest one. And it's always between the dog's ears. So pretty simple. All right, so easy as that. Thanks so much.